I don't know why I heard bankruptcy. Some karmas could have caused you to go bankrupt, or they went bankrupt due to karma or something like that. Somebody is greedy for money or some shit like that. Somebody has a excessive need or some shit. Greedy is what I heard. But some of these karmics is getting to the point where they are so determined in fucking people over and so determined into stopping other people and trying to run with the Joneses and shit like that and jump the gun and shit like that. Doing all kinds of things for money. Even if that means taking the life of another person. Even if that means stealing from another person. Even if that means gang stalking another person. Just to come up. Just for a come up. Now some of these karmics are starting to get karma. And they can't handle it. They can't take what they dished out. They can't pay their bills on time. They can't pay their bills. They can't pay their mortgage. They can't pay their car note. For some of these karmics, they can't keep a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend. They can't keep shit. They can't even keep up with their household. But they so quick to come and run and trying to affect another person and project onto another person. Without getting their own shit together first. You get what I'm saying, you guys? Some of these karmics can't even get their own shit together without coming over there and fucking with other people. Some of these karmics are narcissistic and arrogant and cocky and shit. They could be somebody that has money. But it doesn't make these karmics happy. These karmics get money, but nobody want to deal with them. They get money, but they surrounded by all mentally ill people. They just want to still take or destroy them or keep them at a low vibrational energy. Keep them being toxic and whatever the fuck this is. Letting things get to their head. Paying different people to target divine feminines and divine masculines. Losing money, going bankrupt that way. Paying different people to try to sacrifice people and shit like that. And when it don't work, they get mad and go narcissistic rages and shit. This person still ain't passed away. We still ain't enough. Some of you guys are wondering why, if they getting all this money and they doing this and all that, why are they focused on you? Because you're happy. Because you're high vibrational. You don't need to get in trouble to have fun. You don't need to fight people to have fun. You don't need to get drunk, sloppy drunk and shit like that to have fun. You don't need to do none of that shit. You somebody that goes with the fucking flow. You know how to have fun. You know when it's time for work and when it's time for business. Or if the karmics cause for you to have to go bankrupt or anything like that, or lose out on money or opportunities or things like that, you bounce back and get it back quick as hell. And they trying to figure out how, why, how did you come up with that? How did you get more income? We thought you was going to come back to us begging us and shit like that for money and shit like that. How did you turn your life around? I'm strongly getting somebody wanted another individual to become an addict or crackhead or something like that. Somebody wanted you to be an addict or a crackhead, or wanted the karmics, whatever the fuck this is, or the karmics turned into an addict or crackhead, which is why they had to go bankrupt, because they started smoking and drinking and taking pills and doing this and doing that. Heroin addicts and shit like that. And that's what caused them to go bankrupt and shit like that, letting the karmics eat them up to do a bunch of demonic low vibrational ass shit. Four on the clock. And now these karmics can't take what they dished out. Some of them can't even afford to pay for a meal. Or some of these people try to starve you. They could have tried to starve you and make you hungry and shit like that, complaining about simple shit. And that's what's wrong with some of these karmics. I don't mean to change the subject and flip flop on this reading, but that's what's wrong with these karmics, because you could have been in a place in your life to where you growing as a person. These karmics could have been complaining about you eating little petty ass shit. Why you eating my food? Why you need a ride? Why you need support? Why you need to vent? Why you need to go out and complain about every single thing? Why do you need to? Why won't you just disappear? What do you like? You could have asked them for a couple dollars to catch the bus, a couple dollars to do this, or something, or you could have tried to help yourself and get a job or something like that. And these karmics will try to slow you down and stop you then too as well. It's like these karmics, you can't win for losing with them. All they want to do is talk about you 24/7. All they want to do is mock you 24/7 and slap you and confuse you about shit 24/7. Some of you guys could have been like, damn, you complaining because I asked you how did you do this so I could get myself together and leave, or how can I whatever the fuck this is, or you complaining about the fact that I got something to eat out the refrigerator, or you complaining about the simple fact that I like my energy clear and clean, and everything in the household clean and shit like that. You complaining about little ass shit like that. You mad because I don't want you to touch my things? If you stayed with some of these karmics that's getting karma now, they could have been complaining about shit like that too as well. Why can't I snoop through your things? Why can't I go through your things? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Crossing your boundaries, going in your room and shit like that. Trying to see what you got in your closet. Trying to see what you got in the drawers. Trying to see who you're texting and shit like that. Why is that important? And then years later, karmics end up going in jail. They could have took extra money out of whatever the fuck this is, and now they have to pay all that money back because they took extra money out. You get what I'm saying? Extra loans and shit like that. Or you could have had to go through some weird ass shit like this, to where they could have made you broke. You could have had to take out a loan or something like that. You ain't need no damn loan, but you took it out because the karmics was harassing you and following you and stalking you, trying to stop you and shit like that. And all of a sudden, you end up in a compromising and fucked up situation because of these damn karmics. Which is causing for you guys to sometimes have to round these people up to figure out what the fuck they're doing. But some of you guys, you could have even asked these karmics, are you trying to sacrifice me to pay off some type of debt or something like that? And when you ask serious ass questions to these karmics, they go silent, they go ghost, they run away, they hide. They will never address the issue at hand as a woman or as a man. They will never address the issue. They won't be honest about them trying to sacrifice you. They won't be honest about nothing. Some of these karmics is ignoring their own fucking children, not taking care of their own fucking children, not helping their own fucking children, because they focused on you. Or they focus on partying and shit like that. Focus on clubbing and shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because you have children does not mean stop your life. Go ahead, have fun, party, run around. You know what I'm saying? Do wild ass shit, fun ass shit. Go ahead, do your thing. But these karmics, they literally don't give a fuck about their kids. People abuse their kids, do whatever the fuck, scare their kids, traumatize their kids. They don't give a fuck. As long as they get some motherfucking money or whatever the fuck, or go broke trying to hang with the motherfucking Joneses, these karmics are good and straight. So what? Fuck them kids. I literally just heard that a karmic saying, fuck that kid, fuck them kids, fuck my kids. I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying, you guys? And that's why they getting karma. Now some of these karmics are regretting the decision that they made. Now they forced to sell their ass and shit like that to come back up, whatever the fuck this is. So anyway, that's all I have.